Hello there. So yeah, man. Today was a more chill day. I had some time to reflect about what happened during the week, and I mean overall was a good week. Like tough one. But and it's just the second week that I'm there. Like I entered was the eight, eighth, 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 the day 8 of December. So it's very recent. And like it's the timing is not good because New Year, Christmas, people are thinking about other things, not traveling, and like they're stopping working right now. At least here in Brazil. So not a good timing, right? But sales still occurs. So I had time to analyze, especially like the mental shit, that I've been, like running through my mind, like in the background, while the second playing, and yeah, it's just crazy because if you don't address that, like it, it turns into something that like those type of problems like that in the beginning you wasn't paying attention, and then after a while you look back at it and you're like, shit, how this thing came to this point, like what happened. So I've been thinking, about this, because it seems to be a silly shit, like I've been talking about, like, I don't know, having these lustful thoughts and thinking about, doing a move, because that can really fuck me up, that can really backfire, because like the whole point of me entering the night five is to just provide for my present, so I can have breathing room, because what happened was with the remote sales. I mean, Alex, he is right. I didn't make money, but I learned a lot. So I mean, if I wasn't like living with my dad, like I would be fucked. I wouldn't. But because of that situation, I was able to still like do the sales and learn without having to make money, because like I'm depending on someone else. But if that wasn't the case, that wouldn't be doable, feasible. Like it wouldn't work. That only worked because of my situation. My dad, providing the things that I need, food and shit like that. But like now that I'm in a 95, like I have, because it's good. I mean, because like now I have a stable salary, income, and I have the previous knowledge of what I've learned throughout the year. Because man, now that I'm thinking, probably probably that's the thing that I'm more like besides that, like besides sales and like improving my English. Like the last time that I put so much like this laser focus was in the gym, and like I got in the best shape of my life, and now I'm getting back to it. Like, and now that was with sales, but like sales was the doorway, like the good gateway, but like was the starting point of something even more greater than I have previously think, previously think. But I wasn't like expecting that sales would turn into this, because now it's more about like becoming someone, like like thanks to Alex, like, because it's not only sales, it's about winning in life, like being someone like with mental toughness, fortitude, and you know all of that. And like I learned, meditation. I'm doing meditation, and about like especially mental models. This is something that I'm really interested in right now, like really passionate about it, because it's useful, man. It's fucking useful, and like you can apply it for anything, like personal life, professional life, whatever. Like you can just apply that shit, problem solving, and all of that started with sales, you know. And like now, this work that I'm doing is related to sales, you know. So and like this skill is something that I can make money with. Like the skill itself, like regardless of the niche, regardless of the industry, like it's sales. You know, like it's a skill like that is really useful because it involves communication, involves like persuading in a good way, not manipulating, but you can also do that, but moving someone logically and emotionally to make a decision, and this decision most of the time is something that favors you, and all of that was with sales, and now it's becoming more clear for me that this is something, solo, like it's a lonely path, and I'm really getting comfortable with the idea because I'm not gonna lie, being back in a social environment, that's really good. Makes like it's good for my mental health because I've been isolated from humanity because I'm just doing my thing, like even like I was doing mock calls, like video calls, but it's not the same thing as like being in person talking with other people. Like, it's not the same thing, you know. A lot of things change, like the mindset that I have is that this is temporary. Temporary. The 9 to 5 is temporary. So but like I'm still human, no? I still feel shit. But I have to manage that. So like I'm using a lot of chat GPT to like analyze these situations in a logical way because I can't. Because I'm soaked into emotions. So like with chat GPT, like it can analyze the situation in a completely cold, impartial, and like logical way, you know. And I noticed like how that has really been like changing the way that I see things. Especially because I've been so isolated, like in my own thing, like especially now, like with my goal and all of that, that all the rest it just it doesn't matter. And like with that, when I see other people, like regular people, I was feeling contempt, like despite, and that's like I didn't realize that, but that's dangerous. And like because in my mind made so much sense. But once I put that like I out of my system, I let it out like out of my system. I see that like because in like when we think things, it's one thing. But as soon as you put this to the real world, you externalize that. Sometimes you realize that what you're thinking is bullshit, and that was the case. I was feeling like, these like average people, they're useless, or this and that. But I realized that this type of thought, like of engaging with that, is just a waste of time because like if they're so useless and all of that, why am I thinking about it? Like, why am I so passionate about them since they're so worthless of paying attention to? But I'm paying attention to them. So with that, I was like, now I get it. That this is not it's just not productive. So it's just noise. It's just indifferent. It's just like noise. It's not. It's not like I'm being completely like nihilistic, or apathy. But it's completely like acting, in a indifferent way. It's just indifferent, like impersonal. I'm not gonna be some like dickhead, some like idiot moral, but I'm also not gonna I'm also not gonna engage with them. It's just let it pass, because it's like any other thing, like a thought, a state of mind. It's just come and go. Like you can hold on to it. Like you don't have control of what you think. That's the shit. Like you don't control what you think. Like the small control that you do have is after there's a stimulus. Like what do you do about that then? Because that's where your power lies. You know, after the stimulus, what are you gonna do about that? Are you gonna get mad? Are you gonna stay cool? Are you gonna be reactive to it, or are you gonna just let it pass? Because eventually it will pass. Nothing is eternal. Everything is transitional. But like that's way more easy, like theoretically, than like in a pragmatical way. Like apply that. That's the difficult part. You know, like right now there's this fucking dog barking like crazy. What can I do about that? I can get mad. Like even like I'm being like completely logical about that. Like this, like it's still like getting my nerve, but I'm not reacting to it. I'm not like reacting despite of the feeling that I have, the emotion. So that's the power you have, like this small percentage of freedom, if we can say that this is freedom. So and that has been becoming more stronger because due to the meditation. Like, if it was a meditation, I would be way more reactive, way more stressful, like everything. But since I've been doing like the meditation and all of that, now I still feel like same shit. Like I still feel angry, I still feel lustful, I still feel like happy, I still find things funny. But most of the times I'm aware that I'm feeling that. I'm aware that I'm not that. It's just a thought. It's just a state of mind. Like once I can most of the times I can do that. There are some times that I can't, but that's normal. And especially when I'm dialing and nothing's working, nothing's working. I can just step back for just a moment and say, oh, okay. Instead of just being negative, I realized, oh, I'm feeling negative. So I can just breathe a little. And with that, I can still move forward and not get affected by it. At least not for example, the guy from remarketing, he got a lot of sales that is easy for him. Like it's not sales, just conversion. And then he started dialing, and he did in 15 minutes what I couldn't done, what I couldn't done. Yeah, what I couldn't done in 2 days, full days. And I was a little mad. I was a little fuck. But I realized that I was okay, I mean this is useless. This is not gonna help me. So I felt that, I recognized that, and I was okay, what can I learn with that? What is he doing differently? And then with that, I have more control. And I can because progress is greater than ego. I learned that from Alex again. So fuck that. I can just be mad and still doing the same shit, the same mistakes, and not improve, or I can just swallow my fucking ego, which is useless in this instance, and get better. This is temporary anyway. The 9 to 5 is temporary anyway. So yeah. And yeah, I think that now it's like recharge. your battery. So yeah, man. Let's see, like tomorrow. Because today I just push shit together, like revise my plan. And, like, tomorrow I'm gonna like make the plan for next week. Yeah, man. It was a good day though. So yeah, man. That's it. Take care.